This is not the Worcester, Mass. boat show, is it? I am sorry. I have made a terrible mistake. Ever since I left Saturday Night Live, I mostly do public speaking now, and I must have made an error in the little Palm Pilot. Don't worry, I got it on me. I got the speech on me. Let's see. Yes, here we go. You know, when Bill Gates first called me to speak to you today, I was honored. But when he wanted me to be one of the Roxbury guys, sorry, that's Microsoft? I'm sorry about that. Star Trek convention? No. NRA? NAACP? Dow Chemical? No, but that is a good one. That is a good speech. University of Michigan Law, Johns Hopkins Medical School. I'm sorry, I don't know if are you sure this is not the boat show? No, I have it. I do have it on me. I do. It's here. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, administrators, friends and family, and of course, the graduating class of 2003. I wish to say hello and thank you for bestowing this honor upon me as your Class Day speaker. After months of secret negotiations, several hundred secret ballots, and a weekend retreat with Vice President Dick Cheney in his secret mountain bunker, a Class Day speaker was chosen, and it was me. You obviously have made a grave error. But it's too late now, so let's just go with it. Today's speech is going to be a little different, a little unorthodox. Yeah. Some of you may find it to be shocking. I'm not going to stand up here and try to be funny, because even though I am a professional comedian of the highest caliber, I've decided to do one thing that a lot of people are probably afraid to do, and that's give it to you straight. As most of you are probably aware, I didn't graduate from Harvard. In fact, I never even got a call back from admissions. Damn you, Harvard! Damn you! I told myself I would not get emotional today. But damn it, I'm here, and sometimes it's just good to cry. I'm not one of you, okay? I can't relate to who you are and what you've been through. I graduated from the University of Life, all right? I received a degree from the School of Hard Knocks, and our colors were black and blue, baby. I had office hours with the Dean of Bloody Noses, all right? Above my class notes from Professor Knuckle Sandwich and his teaching assistant, Ms. Fat Lip Thong Nguyen. That's the kind of school I went to, for real, okay? So my gift to you, class of 2003, is to tell you about the real world through my eyes, through my experiences, and I'm sorry, but I refuse to sugarcoat it. I ain't gonna do it. And I probably shouldn't use the word ain't during this day in which we celebrate education. But that's just the way I play it, Holmes. Graduates, if you'll indulge me for a moment, let me paint a picture of what it's like out there. For the last 4, or for some of you 5 years, you've been living in a fantasy land, running around, talking about Hemingway or Clancy or... I don't know. I mean, whatever you read here at Harvard. The novelization of The Matrix. I don't know. I don't know what you do here. But I do know this. You're about to enter into a world filled with hypocrisy and doublespeak. A world in which your limo to the airport is often a half-hour late. In addition to not even being a limo at all, is oftentimes a Lincoln Town Car. You're about to enter a world where you ask your new assistant, Jamie, to bring you a tall, non-fat latte, and he comes back with a short soy cappuccino. Guess what, Jamie? You're fired. Not too hard to get right, my friend. A world where your acting coach, Bob Leslie Duncan, yes, the Bob Leslie Duncan, tells you time and time again that you will never, ever be considered as a dramatic actor because you don't play things real and are too over the top. Amazing! Simply amazing! I'm sorry, graduates, but this is a world where you aren't allowed to use your cell phone on airplanes, during live theater, at the movies, at funerals, or even during your own elective surgery. Apparently, the Berlin Wall went back up because we now live in Russia. I mean, just try lighting up a cigar in a movie theater, or paying for a dinner for 20 friends with an autograph. It ain't that easy. Strong words, I know. Tough talk. But more like tough love. Because this is where my faith in you guys comes into play. Harvard University's graduating class of 2003. Without a doubt, the finest, most talented group of sexual beings this great land has to offer. Now, I know I blew some of your minds with my depiction of what it's really like out there. But if anyone can handle the ups and downs of this crazy blue marble we call planet Earth, it's you guys. As I stare out into this vast sea of shining faces, I see the best and the brightest. Some of you will be captains of industry and business. Others of you will go on to great careers in medicine, law, and public service. 4 of you, and I'm not at liberty to say which 4, will go on to magnificent careers in the porno industry. I'm not trying to be funny, that's just a statistical fact. One of you, specifically John Lee, will spend most of your time just hanging out in your car, eating nachos. You'll all come back from time to time to this beautiful campus for reunions and ask the question, does anyone ever know what happened to John Lee? At that point, he will invariably pop out from the bushes and yell, "Nachos, anyone?" At first, it will scare the crap out of you. But then you'll share a laugh with your classmates and ultimately look forward to John jumping out of the bushes as a yearly event. I'd like to change gears here if I could. Talk a little bit about Saturday Night Live. Now, during my 18-year stint on the show, I had a chance to play or impersonate some very interesting people. None more interesting than our current president, Mr. George W. Bush. Now, in some cases, you actually have contact with some of the people you play. As a byproduct of this former situation, the president and myself have become quite good friends. In fact, I might even call him a father figure of sorts. Granted, a dim-witted father figure. Who likes to take a lot of naps and start wars, but a father figure nonetheless. When I told the president that I'd be speaking to you today, he wondered if I would express some sentiments to you, and I said I'd do my best. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to read this message from the President of the United States. Students, faculty, families, and distinguished guests, I just want to take time to congratulate you on your outstanding achievement as graduates of the class of 2002. The great thing about being in the class of 2002 is that you can always remember what year you graduated. Because 2002 is a palindrome. Which, of course, is a word or number that is the same read backwards or forwards. I'll bet you're surprised I know that word. But I do. So you can suck on it. Make no mistake, Harvard University is one of the finest in the land, and its graduates are that fine as well. You young men and women whose exuberance exude a confidence of a bygone era. I believe it was Shakespeare who said it best when he said, "Look yonder into the darkness, for knowledge unto which I say, go unto that which thou possess into thy night, for thee have come with only a single sword, and vanquish thee into darkness." I'm going to be honest with you. I just made that up. But I don't know how to delete it from the computer. Tomorrow's graduation day speakers, former President of Mexico, Ernesto Zedillo. Ernie's a good man. A deeply religious man, and one of the original members of the Latino boy band Menudo. So listen up to Ernie. He was at the beginning of the whole boy band explosion. As you set off into the world, Don't be afraid to question your leaders. But don't ask too many questions at one time, or that are too hard, because your leaders get tired and or cranky. All of you sitting here have the brightest of futures ahead. Many of you will go on to stellar careers in various pursuits. And 4 of you, and I'm not at liberty to say which 4, will go on to star in the porno industry. One of the challenges you'll be faced with is finding a job in our depressed economy. In fact, the chances of landing a decent job are about as good as finding weapons of mass destruction. In the Iraqi desert, slim and none. And Slim just left the building. In fact, the closest thing I've found to looking like a weapon of mass destruction is the turd that Dick Cheney left in the Oval Office toilet about an hour ago. Man, that thing is a WMD if I've ever seen one. On that note, God bless and happy graduation.